What's up everybody? Today I'm going to be doing a review on the Nabalis Impulse, or the Extrusion 2. I gotta tell you, I'm actually really enjoying myself with this thing. Like, oh man. Let's get straight into it, shall we? Let's start with the handles. Now, this thing is really cool because it is my first ever really truly neutral balisong. You know, that kind of threw me off at the beginning. Even now, I've been flipping my Kraken, my Moab X Meridian, and this is feeling a bit weird. You'll notice like some combos that I'm trying to do, I'm not doing very well with. But honestly, I love this thing. It is amazing. It fans super well because of its neutral balance. The handles are this beautiful, deep, shiny purple. That was just my color choice. You can get it in some really cool fades, and you can get it on Amazon. You can get it on the Nabalis website. Talking a bit more about the handles, it comes with a weight system here at the bottom. Now, the only thing is it's kind of pointless unless you want your handles to be really light, and you don't, because otherwise your tricks are just not going to work. It's already a very neutral flipper as it is. I don't know what I was trying to do there. So if you try to do anything too crazy with the weight system, or even do anything with it at all, because you really don't have any options. You have the weights in or weights out. Everybody prefers it with weights in because otherwise you're just not getting any weight at all, really. One thing I would like to note, the tune is still solid. You'll notice that this thing is kind of beat. Where's the beat side? Oh yeah, look at that. The bottoms are destroyed. I've dropped this thing on concrete. I've got a concrete basement, right? The unfinished basement, you know? And this doesn't, it's not good for your balisong. You don't want to be dropping it all the time on concrete. Like, it's not something flippers recommend. I don't recommend it either. And this thing is taking it like a champ. Now, I have a friend who also bought it, and he was a beginner, so he dropped it a lot more than I did. The thing is, though, I've dropped this thing on a lot of different things. I've even had it in water. I did dry it off right after, but it didn't do anything to it. I didn't have to take it apart or anything. Tolerances are extremely good. And this thing, mind you, is like 60 to 70 bucks Canadian. So, beautiful budget trainer. The handles are very nicely machined, right? There's nothing that feels sharp on them. It is very well rounded. And they have this nice vertical line that runs all the way up, straight from the center of the handle. I'm sure you can see that in the light, and you can see that on the edges of the balisong, right? Which gives it a very good vertical grip. So for fanning, you're never gonna have to worry about anything. You know, you're not gonna have to worry about slipping, getting momentum quickly. Like, you can do that without a hitch. And wow, sorry, my skills are a little bit subpar because I am just not laser focused. What I need is a head mount. You know what? Next video, I'm gonna have a head mount. I'm gonna go on Amazon right after this and buy a head mount for my phone. Oh, that worked out. I will also say that tuning it has also been pretty easy. If taking it apart, putting it back together, I've really had no trouble or issues. It hasn't affected the tolerances at all. So if you are a beginner and you want to like lubricate it, or you need to clean it, lubricating, you don't really need to take it apart, but cleaning, you definitely want to get any dirt or gunk out of there. This one actually surprisingly has a bit of dirt and gunk in there. You probably can't see it in this lighting. I'll have to change that, but it's more on the outside there. There's like some black stuff, some old lubricant. This thing, I haven't, like, it's magic. It honestly just, in spite of everything, in spite of the dirt that's in there, in spite of how much I've dropped it, it's taken it like an absolute champ. And I think this is the ultimate beginner balisong. The only complaint I have about it really is the lack of horizontal grip. So just lines horizontally, the texturing, it is missing that. Jimping is okay. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah, you know what? I'm pretty happy with the jimping. But otherwise it's missing a bit of horizontal texturing there. That's basically the only complaint I have about these handles. I also like the fact that they're so delightfully thin. And, you know, not so much that like, oh, it looks weird, like the handles are thin, but they are thinner, noticeably thinner than a lot of other Balisongs. They aren't very square, they're very round. They're just very rounded. You can see at the bottom, rounded. You can see from the side, just rounded. Everything's rounded. All in all, just a beautiful Balisong. A very good beginner option, coming in at $60. Oh my gosh, in a lot of really cool colors. A lot of people get the pink and blue fade, which I completely understand because I love it as well. But I already had a blue Balisong, a pink Balisong. Actually, I have another blue and pink Balisong, which I will be doing a review on soon, the Glider Moab X Meridian. But this video is not about the Meridian, it's about this thing. I wanted this beautiful deep purple. This quick sound test. Still sounds amazing, and this thing needs lubricant, needs to be cleaned, and it still sounds awesome. Obviously, there's no tap or play. Oh man, I just can't express how impressed I am with this. If you haven't seen my first impressions and unboxing video for the Impulse, make sure you go check that out because it is really a good time, and it also gives me views. Also, make sure to drop a like on the video, comment if you're going to grab yourself an Impulse, because that would be really cool. I mean, I would love knowing people enjoyed this enough to go grab one. And also, let me know what I should be doing differently about my videos. Always love input and what you guys would like to see next. I'm not going to be one of those guys who asks you to subscribe because that's just annoying. We all know that turns out. Please subscribe.